Alright, so today we are here to learn how to make yet another lid for your masu box. Alright, so much like my other lids, the box will need to be 1/8 smaller than the lid. So I'm using a 7-inch square for the box and 8-inch square for the lid. So the box is 1/8 smaller than the lid. Alright, now this one has a bit more of a raised pattern here, you can see. Alright, and this is what I call the fancy lid. Alright, okay, see that? Alright, so that's what we're going to be learning how to make today. Alright, now, okay, so we're going to start with, like I said, an 8-inch square. Okay, and much like the other two lids, alright, or all my other lids that you've seen so far, we're going to start out by folding it into thirds. Okay, so okay, there. See, now once you folded it into thirds one way, it's actually easy to fold it into thirds the other way. And unfortunately, we do need to fold it into thirds both ways for this particular design. Alright, so take the corner, fold it up. Alright, so it's wind up with that crease we just did. Alright, and then lightly crease the corner. Alright, like that. Alright, now we're going to fold it over. Alright, so that you can just barely see where that crease was, where it meets the top edge. Alright, okay, and we're going to make sure it's straight, and then make our fold. Alright, and we're going to flip it over and fold again. Alright, okay, that way, when we're done, we have this. Okay, alright, now, we're not actually going to leave it folded in thirds though. We actually need to make creases at the halfway points of each side. So, but only at the edges, not in the middle. Center stays uncreased. So we're going to fold over. Alright, and crease just the top and bottom edges, like that. Alright, and we're going to do this both ways so we have all four sides creased in the middle. Okay, and now we're going to use these four creases we just made to fold our centers, our corners into the center. Okay, we're going to need to do this all 4 points. Alright. Okay, see, like this. Alright, now I'm going to flip it over and do the exact same set of folds a second time. Alright, so we're going to fold, increase, go down, increase. Alright, rotate, fold, crease, go down, increase. Alright, and now we use those 4 creases to again fold our points to the center. Alright. Okay, we end up with this. Alright, now as you can see here, there are already creases, okay, right here in the square. Those are from where we originally folded the square into thirds. Remember that very first step we did? Now we have to recrease along those creases, alright, on all four sides. Okay, so use those as a guide and recrease. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Now it's time to create the pattern on the lid. Okay, alright. So we're going to start out folding the center corners to the corner made by those creases we just made. Alright, unfold, fold to that line we just made. Alright, try and keep it straight. Okay, then fold it back up and fold that line down to the first line. Okay, then take the tip and we fold it down and over. Alright, so you end up with a layered effect. Alright, so fold up, down into the halfway, fold it halfway to that line we just made, fold it up, fold it down, again to the line we had already made, to that original edge, and then fold the point. Alright, see, we're going to need to do this on all four sides. Alright, so you end up with this. Okay, now we're going to flip it back over and do the final few stages to make the lid. So we're going to fold out two of the points and fold in the other two sides. Alright, and then unfold them enough so that they stand up. So we end up with this. Alright, now we're going to take these 2 points and fold them into the center. Alright, so we're going to fold up. Alright, alright, at which point the sides will collapse so that they stand. Alright, and this can be folded up and over like so, just like we did for the rest of the lids in the original masu box. Alright, then we're going to go do the same thing on the other side. Fold it up, over, and down. Alright, and when you're done, you have your lid. Alright, okay.